Giulia. I'm here today for a different video. This is me telling you guys my experience with the surgery that corrects your eyesight, eye correction surgery, and the most freaking questions that I get. The most frequent questions I get asked on the subject. So I believe we should start by the story itself. Yes, the story itself. Okay, so my surgery was about, I want to say 7 or 8 a.m. So of course you're not allowed to eat anything before. Wasn't I allowed to eat anything? I really can't remember that. I will ask my mom anyways. They take off your glasses. I mean, you have to take off your glasses about 30 minutes before the procedure, and you're not allowed to have them at all. I actually don't know why, but you just can't have them. You change into that beautiful blue gown that everyone has when they go have surgery, but my bum was actually covered. I was, actually don't remember. Oh, I had a pair of trousers. It was a gown, but it had trousers on as well. So yeah, and the cap and the shoes and everything they're supposed to have, they, give that little pack to you so you can change on your clothes. And you remove your glasses. They used to be these. I don't know if you have seen me before with those glasses, but when I used to wear them, so yeah, I got rid of them. You go into a room that I think, I want to say, had about 8 to 10 chairs, like big chairs, all over the room, and you have to sit down and just wait to the nurse to give you drops. So you just have to be sitting facing the ceiling with your eyes open, and there'll be a nurse just giving you and just dropping things into your eyes. A whole different selection of them. To be honest, I don't know how many types of drops she used on my eyes, but it would be like a bunch of them. And they're supposed to make your eyes numb. So I know usually you can't feel your eyes anyways, but it's quite strange because when you have all those things in your eyes, you can't feel anything at all. So in the beginning you feel the drops, when they just touch your eyes. However, I think about 10 minutes into, she coming every 2 minutes and dropping something and open up your eyes and, cleaning and everything she does to your eyes. Decides, but you can't feel anything until it touches your skin and you realize that it's actually happening in your eyes. So it's actually quite a funny feeling, but it doesn't feel bad at all because you just can't feel anything. So about 30 minutes into this procedure, she coming and just applying things to my eyes, they moved me to the surgery room, which is just a huge room with a bed on the center of it, and the machine that comes like all the top, looks like a nail shape, something like stuff. And you just lay down. They give you a blanket that has a hole in it, so the hole just comes to the eye they're working on and your nose, and the rest of you you're entirely covered. I have no idea why they have to do this, but they do it. So they start in one eye, and the doctor that was he was doing the procedure on me. It was the same doctor who was seeing me about 2 weeks before and examining my eyes. So he does again, applies I think about 5 types of drops into your eyes, but this time there's something different. They grab a pair of tweezers. I don't know if they look like tweezers, so they can keep your eyes open. I know this sounds a bit scary, and trust me, I'm such a coward to those things. I'm pretty much a chicken. I'm not courageous at all. However, I can say if I can do it, you can do it. I'm pretty sure about this. So don't worry, it doesn't feel bad at all. It's actually very gentle. There's a pair of metallic tweezers. They will open up your eyes, in here and in here. So you won't close them while they're doing the procedure. Strangely enough, you don't feel the need to blink in the eye that's being holding up. I don't know why, but I just don't feel the need to blink. And as I said, I am a coward. So to me, if you say don't blink, I will like naturally need to blink, and at this time I just didn't need that at all. So they keep your eyes open and he keeps dropping stuff, and then he goes ahead and like cleans your eye with something that looks like a Q-tip. It's probably not a Q-tip. And funny enough, again, you can't feel the stuff going up your eyes, but you feel it, you see it like against, like it's through a glass, just like you see when you clean your car's window, and that thing goes like this, you know, to the sides. It looks like this, but in your eye. And then he says, okay, so it'll be about a minute now. You please look up to the green light. Was the green light going like just, you know, up my eyes? And the laser will come up from a different direction. Now, he said, okay, I'm going to be talking all the way through the procedure, which actually lasts an entire minute, and that's it. So it's not that long at all. And also, keep in mind, you will hear a funny sound and you will smell something a bit strange. So I was okay. I looked up, it was a green light, and then I want to say the laser came up about this much, like this direction, into your eyes. And then you just start to hear something like a, no, I don't know, isotonic texture, and to me it's quite common when you go cut your, like the pieces for your models. There's this huge laser machine and it sounds like a laser is cutting something. I really can't explain the sound of it, but it's just the same sound that machine makes. And the smell, it smells the same. If the laser is cutting a cardboard, it smells pretty much the same when it's cutting your eye. It sounds very scary, but I promise you can't feel a thing. I didn't feel anything at all. Like, people told me it doesn't hurt, but I thought it would going to at least feel like there's something in my eyes, but you can't feel anything. You just look at it, you smell it, you hear it, but you can't feel it. So it's pretty amazing. And the doctor was talking to me all the time, and I didn't even realize when he said, okay, so we have only 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, okay, ready. And he just turns off the machine, and instantly I actually could see much better. Now, you don't have 100% of the result straight ahead, like just afterwards surgery, but you do get about 30%. So in my case, I couldn't see anything. Well, I will explain that later on. I'm getting ahead of myself, but to actually see the hours, I could read the hour on the clock on the wall, so that was pretty amazing to me. So before he takes off the tweezers, he drops something like to clean the eyes, and then he gives you this contact, he puts on this contact lens that you're not supposed to take off for a week. So no, it's not supposed to take off and go to sleep. You stay with that stuff put on your eyes for an entire week, and the only person that's supposed to take them off is your doctor. At least that was how my procedure worked. So that was one eye, he removes it and does the same thing to the other eye. So in total, I want to say I was inside of the surgery room for maximum 4 minutes. Even 3, to be honest. It was super, super, super fast. So you get off, you go to the same room as you were before. You have to lay down for about 30 minutes again, because at this point your eyes are actually very sensitive and still they're very numb. You can't feel anything, but you know, they just went on a huge procedure for them. So you have to lay down, sit nurses again, dropping a lot of different types of drops into your eyes, and you just need to be laying there and relax for about 30 minutes. After that, you can go ahead and put your clothes back on and put a pair of sunglasses. Now, it's not that the light is bad for your eyes. When you get out of the surgery, the light won't do anything bad to your eyes, but it's just impossible for you to stay without sunglasses because your eyes are just so sensitive that you just can't stand it. Even being inside of the building with artificial lights, it was impossible for me to stand it. So I needed to keep my sunglasses on at all time. Actually just went on, met my mom and dad, they were waiting for me, and we went home, and I just lay down the back seat of the car and I was sleeping and trying to sleep at least all the way to home. So yes, but when I got to the car, my the numbing medicines were already being like wearing off, so it was a bit stingy. So yeah. So then I'm going to talk about the first 2 weeks of the recovery. Now, when I got home already, my eyes, the medicine was pretty much already worn off completely, so I could feel everything now. And when you start to feel it, I'm not going to lie to you, it hurts and it stings and it burns. But it's nothing that is completely like you can't stand it. But it's very annoying, I'm not going to lie to you, it's very annoying and it hurts. So, I don't know, I actually wasn't even able to sleep the day before, so I was very tired, and I just, for the first 2 days, I stayed in my room, closed, with windows closed, curtains closed. It was completely pitch black in there, it was pitch black, even though I was wearing my sunglasses. Now, the reason why I kept my sunglasses on, and I would recommend that for everyone, like 24/7, is because you're not supposed to touch your eyes at all. So to me, you know, it can happen by accident. You know, you touch your eyes while sleeping, while awake. So to prevent myself from touching my eyes by accident, I just kept my sunglasses on the entire day. And yeah, it was a quite boring time because you can't do anything at all. You can't read because you just can't see. Now, you're not supposed to wear your glasses as they won't work on you. Like nothing will work on you now. So I couldn't see things like from close, I couldn't see from far. It was about like 30% done, so it was better than before. It was definitely better than before, but it wasn't perfect. I couldn't use my phone, because when you look at your phone, like everything you see was like a square of light. So you can't see things, you can't read, but that's how it works like with any electronic devices. So computer, television, iPads, tablets, phones, you just can't see anything. You just see like this very frame of light, and it's just very uncomfortable. So I just used to listen to music, just be laying down, and I think just slept the entire day. Now, after 2 days, I already felt comfortable enough to get out my room and go socialise with the rest of people in the house. So, but I was still wearing my glasses, so I just needed to be like in the dark all the time. And yeah, I was just like walking around the house, but still, I really didn't go out the house. I didn't put my nose out of the house for a week. I want to say 4 days at least, because it's just very, very uncomfortable. I want to say after 2 days, it doesn't burn anymore. It doesn't hurt, but it's just very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. And I think at this point, the thing is because your eyes are very sensitive, and also you have this contact lenses on that you can't take off. So it's just not very comfortable. You have to keep with them, you know, breathe. It's okay. It's completely worth it, trust me. Now, after a week, I think I could already watch TV, so it was better. After a week, I went back onto the doctor's office. They took off my contact lenses, and I think I already had about 50 or 60% of the result at this point. And yeah, so let me try to remember everything, because I just don't want to miss any points of the entire story. And yeah, no, it doesn't really hurt or is super uncomfortable after that, but still your eyes are recovering, because when, I don't want to say anything stupid, so I'm not going to really explain how the procedure works, because I might probably say something silly, so let's just move away from that. And well, it just doesn't really feel good. And after 2 weeks, I had 100% of the results. So that's it. I think it can take up to a month, but I think my case was 2 weeks. So yes. Now let's move on to the most frequent questions I get asked. Does it hurt? No, and then yes. The procedure doesn't hurt at all, but it hurts afterwards. But it's not the end of the world, but it's just very uncomfortable. just keep in mind you're getting a surgery done, so it doesn't matter how comfortable it is in the moment. Somewhere between you getting surgery and you getting better, it's going to be uncomfortable, so it's okay. Is it worth it? Absolutely, and 100% yes. It's the very best thing I've ever done in my entire life, to be honest. It's amazing. So how bad was my eyesight? Very bad. I was blind as a bat. No, but I had -7 into each eye. They were, I think, the same. Yeah, 7 and 7.25 or something like this. So it was very bad. I really couldn't see much. Without the glasses, actually putting glasses on was the first thing I did in the morning. And I already broke, I think, about a couple of glasses doing this. So I just fall asleep with my glasses on. I rolled into bed in the middle of the night. When I woke up, I was on top of maybe half of my glasses and the other half was just on the floor. But yes, my doctor actually explained it, because it's very hard for you to understand how bad it is until you see it. So I never really could explain to my parents how, and to my sister, to anyone at all, how bad it was. But the doctor said that in my case, with that prescription, anything that was further than 12 centimeters or 5 inches from my eyes was already blurred. So I won't say about this. Not my nose, because I have quite a big nose. That would be better. But in here, I mean, I could be sitting across the table talking to someone and their face would already be blurred to me.
So I said comfortable a bunch of times this video, but it's just the best way I can use to describe it, to be honest.
You're not supposed to wear contact lenses for about 2 weeks before getting the surgery done. So that was it. You can't wear makeup for about 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. Because I remember I got mine on the 15th and the 30th was the wedding. So luckily enough, I got 2 weeks and I got to do the makeup and went all out and I was super happy. But yeah, that's something that to keep in mind. To this day, my eyes are a bit more sensitive to light. It's not impossible to work with computers, and in my career to not work with computers would be impossible for me, but my eyes do tend to get tired a bit easier than what they used to do before. But it's not that you can't use a computer, but I'd say when you have something like designing program, like softwares, or something like video games, that gets me tired easier than before. But I mean, instead of playing 5 hours, you can play 3.5, so it's not the end of the world. You were not supposed to be to go to the beach or pool for about 3 months, so just keep that in mind. As I said, it's not bad for you, but your eyes get very sensitive in the beginning, so I would not recommend, I wouldn't recommend you doing this while, being on classes, because you probably need something electronic to study and do homework, so that would make things a bit, harder. Let's see, what other questions can I cover? Because I was thinking about this for about 2 weeks now, and I had everything very, thought through, but let's think about it. Oh, how was my result? Because it's not 100% for everybody, so it depends on the person. You're going to get from having whatever you have, the prescription, to maybe not having to wear glasses all the time, but maybe having like 0.25, 0.50, something like this on each eye. In my case, since I had a very high prescription, the doctor said that maybe, just maybe, I'd have maybe 0.75 or 1 into each eye, but for me, it would be absolutely amazing to have to wear glasses just sometimes. But I'm super happy to say that I actually have perfect eyesight now, so I don't have to wear anything at all on any eye, so I was very lucky with that. Now, how many times can you have the surgery done? That depends on each person, and I can't say that for you. For me, it was only once. I mean, that's the thing about technology. It can be only once now, but in 20 years, technology would be completely different. It would be so much more advanced that, with their techniques, maybe they can get me to have, maybe, again, the surgery done. But with today's technology, I can only get it done once because of the thickness of my... Can it get back and grow back? Yes, it can. Because, thing is, I have perfect eyesight today. However, my eyes are not how a person that has never worn glasses are. They're different. So I have the possibility of maybe, growing it again. So far, it's been a year and a half. So good. I don't have any problems at all about seeing. But it can maybe once in my life grow back. But as I said, from 7 to maybe wearing 2 at some point in my life, it will not kill me. And also, what was I saying? Oh, but again, in 12 years, 20 years will be completely different. And yeah, by the way, I forgot something. You do have to apply drops yourself to your eyes for about I think 3 months. So I had one that worked for me for the first 2 days, one for the first week, but you have to keep applying them about 3 times a day for maybe 3 months, and you'll be fine. Whatever your doctor gives you after the surgery will be fine. Another thing that comes tied together with the entire sensitivity of the eyes is that your eyes get drier. Now, it depends on the person, to be honest, because mine are not really dry. To me, actually, there's just no difference about, between before and after the surgery. But I know people that got, maybe they have to wear, fake teardrops. Maybe once a day, they just keep them with them, and whatever the eyes feels very dry, just apply them. But in my case, I never had any problems with that. Again, those things are very subjective because they can be one thing for me, they can be another thing for you. All I can say is that from the bottom of my heart, I definitely recommend surgery. I think it's amazing. To me, it was a life-changing experience because it's just different now. Sometimes I just still can't believe I don't have to wear glasses. For the first time in 10 years, I was able to read everything. I can also read whatever is written just around the lens of the camera, and it's awesome. I know, I can do this. My sister was just like, can you? And I was like, I can. This video will have so many cuts because my nose is so itchy today. I cannot stop scratching it all the time. But okay, I hope it's not red now, but let's just roll with it because now it's just the outro. So yeah, I hope I just answered all of you guys' questions. In case you have another question, feel free to ask me, down below, send me a message. I'll be more than pleased to answer it. And yes, in case you had surgery as well, let me know, how was your experience, so you can share this with everyone and maybe just talk about the topic. And don't forget to like this video in case you did like it, share this with your friends, families and enemies, and subscribe so you won't miss a video. And yes. Oh, by the way, this makeup will be on, I think will be up by the time this video is up. Or if not, it'll be just one after the other. This is the makeup for glasses. So yeah, ironically, I did a makeup for glasses just in the same day I was talking about not wearing glasses anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye!